On December 7, 1941, Japanese forces attacked the United States of America at Pearl Harbor, a Navy base in Hawaii. The attack sunk and damaged a total of 18 ships. Soon, Franklin Delano Roosevelt signed executive order. All men, women, and women of Japanese descent to relocate to internment camp. I was one of the 127,000 of Japanese Americans to be shipped to the relocation camp. And this is my story. My name is Toshiko Ueki. I was born in the middle of the night, January 1st, 1915, in a small town of San Juan Bautista, California. My parents, Tom and Y. Obata, lived their lives as farmers. They were extremely hardworking parents of Japanese descent. I grew up in San Juan Bautista, attended both grade and high school. Growing up, our house was never empty. I had 11 brothers and sisters. When I was 15, the Great Depression took hold. The economic slump swept through the United States. Due to the crash of the stock market, many people lost great amount of money and therefore could not even afford proper clothes. My dad worked extremely hard to keep our family going. He promised my siblings and me that we would keep shoes on our feet. He also made sure we would never go hungry. At age 18, I married Morito Ueki. He was born in Japan and came over to the United States. Together, Morito and I started a family. Soon we had 3 wonderful children, Barton, Iris, and Ida. I was shocked when I heard about a Japanese surprise attack on Pearl Harbor. After the attack, Morito and I started hearing tales about Japanese who looked remotely Asian. Their business were being taken from them. Some were even shot. To protect our family, my husband took extra precautions. He dragged fertilizer bags into the house and put them over the window in order to block any sudden gunfire. He also had us sleep on the floor just in case shots were fired at our house. Things continued to get worse for those of us who were of Japanese ancestry. Many Americans began to think of Japanese as enemies. A wave of prejudice arose against them. When we were sent to an internment camp, the government told us we were being sent away from our house for safety. However, we are only allowed to bring what we could carry. We crammed everything we could into suitcases. Luckily, we had excellent friends and neighbors, unlike other families who offered to hold on to our belongings. It was a defining moment. This moment made me think twice about loyalty. To me, everything was so hard. Our notice told us to report to Chile, Salinas. We stayed for a couple of 2 weeks. Then we were shipped out to searing hot Poston, Arizona. I remember my dear Barton lying in the bathtub for a whole day because the heat was too much for him. At Poston, I met many other fascinating Japanese Americans that I would end up becoming very good friends with. My family and I lived in a fairly small barrack. I did not mind, for I was close to my loved ones, including my parents who lived in Block 32. Many people disliked the camps. However, I loved it. I felt like a long vacation to me. I had one of the best times of my life. Wonderful people surrounded me. I had my family, good food, and I was able to knit and crochet every day. Overall, we stayed at Poston for 3 years. Morito and I had one more kid, Marvin. When we were released, we received most of our belongings back. However, when our friends tried to give back our annoying parrot, I refused. I could tell them, no, 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 you can keep the bird. We eventually decided to come back to Silicon Valley in order to be closer to the ocean. It was in Gilroy and that we bought a farmhouse. I have lived in the same house with family for almost 70 years. Living in an internment camp taught me a very important lesson. When placed in bad situation, always make the best of it.